We need more villain Hot Toys from Marvel, and we're getting one with Mysterio. But is it something that we should be picking up? This is 6 Scale Economist. Let's jump right into it. What is going on? Welcome to another video. This is 6 Scale Economist. In today's video, we're going to be talking about Mysterio from Spider-Man Far From Home. As always, first we're going to talk about this figure from a collection perspective, and then we're going to talk about it from an investor perspective. So, jumping right into it. We don't have enough villains for Marvel, right? So it's awesome that we get another villain. And this figure looks really cool. Like, I have some problems with it, but overall, it's a very cool figure. I think the cape looks really good. You know, obviously a cloth cape. The helmet looks very cool. Looks, just like the movie. And I personally love this movie. I really loved Homecoming and Far From Home, and I'm stoked for the next one that's coming. I'm glad that they were able to hash that out with Sony. And Spider-Man's not leaving the MCU. But I really like this movie, so I was immediately drawn to this figure. And I know that I wanted another villain from Marvel in my collection, and I wanted something to display with the Spider-Mans because I'm picking up Homemade Suit Spider-Man. I'm picking up the Black and Red Spider-Man. I already have the Homecoming Deluxe Spider-Man, and I'm considering the Stealth Suit Spider-Man as well. So I wanted something to display with them. But I'm just like not totally sold on this figure. What are my problems with this figure? First off, where's the Jake Gyllenhaal head sculpt? I get that it's like Mysterio, so like it's like the thing that like you don't know like what he like looks like and whatever, but like that's cool and all. I like the lore. I want a Jake Gyllenhaal head sculpt though. And like taking a look at everything that he comes with, the display base, hexagon display base, snore, that display base stinks. Why didn't they give us a display base with the elemental? That would have been sick. But obviously, I guess we got that with the stealth suit. The green smoke is like whatever. Some people have pointed this out. It just looks cheap. Like it looks cheap on the Iron Man. Like the Iron Man from Far From Home, the zombie Iron Man. It's just gonna look cheap on your shelf. And then it's just a hexagon display base that stinks. The cape is really cool. The colors are cool. The helmet's cool. The green effects that he come with, I guess, are nice. You get some head sculpts, but it's just a glaring. It's a glaring miss by me that they didn't give us a Jake Gyllenhaal head sculpt. If they gave us a Jake Gyllenhaal head sculpt, I would be buying this figure. But I just don't know if I can do it without it. And with that, let's just talk about it from an investment perspective. There's not a lot of great data for relative value for this figure, but I will say like figures that don't come with head sculpts, usually that hurts them quite a bit. Like any of the Iron Man that come with like a really awesome Tony Stark head sculpt, or the Spider-Man that come with a really awesome Tom Holland head sculpt, tend to do very well. So like this one, it needed a head sculpt, and without a head sculpt, it just leaves me, leaves something to desire from an investment perspective, and it's not cheap. At $260, like this could have been a $225 figure. It's like ignore this like gimmicky like mist effect, and you're basically looking at a figure that comes with no accessories and no head sculpt. And with that, it shouldn't be this expensive. That's why I'm still on the fence on this figure. I haven't ordered this figure. I'm just not in love with it from an investment perspective. I get that like it's cool because it's a Marvel villain and it's from a Spider-Man movie, and Spider-Man movie figures tend to do quite well. But at the same time, it's just missing. It's just missing a lot, and it's not like it's a villain that's in like multiple Marvel movies, like a Loki or a Thanos. It's just in the Far From Home movie, and it needed the Jake Gyllenhaal head sculpt. So I'm really just not that bullish on this figure from an investment perspective, and I'm just not in love with it from a collection perspective. With that being said, what is absolutely driving this figure is that how good it's going to look when paired with a Spider-Man. And because I'm so bullish on Spider-Man, everybody's picking up a Spider-Man. A lot of people are picking up, who are Marvel fans, are picking up an MCU Spider-Man, like whether it be the homemade suit or the black and red tech suit or the stealth suit. That's what's really supporting this figure, but I just don't know from an investment perspective how well it's going to do with everything that it's not coming with. With that being said, I'm still on the fence. Let me know in the comment section down below. Are you guys picking up this figure? Maybe I can just be swayed, and maybe I'm making a bad decision still sleeping on it. But with that being said, we have so long until this figure comes out. Like, it's not coming out for basically another year that like I'm fine to just keep waiting. But these are just my thoughts. Let me know in the comment section down below. Are you guys picking up this figure? Tell me that I'm wrong and tell me that I should be buying this. It's a Marvel villain and we need more Marvel villains. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, smack that notification bell so you don't miss a video. And as always, buy the dip, sell the rip. This is 6 Economist. This is the way. We'll see you in the next video.